Shalom, loved ones. My name is Cady, and I invite you to join me now as I offer midday prayers with PlayWell communities. PlayWell is a faith network of those who are learning to live by the unforced rhythms of grace. To help us keep time to the rhythm of God's heartbeat and the movement of God's love, we like to pause to pray at various times throughout the day when we are able. It is Earth Day today here in the United States. It's a day to celebrate all of the many gifts that the earth gives to us and to remind ourselves to be good stewards of creation, of nature. And so in observance of Earth Day today, I'll read to you an excerpt that deals with the wonders of creation. It's an excerpt from my book called PlayFull, Play as a Pathway to Personal and Relational Vitality. Well, with that, let's get ready. We light this candle as a reminder that Christ, the light of the world, is present with us. The words of Jesus from Matthew chapter 11 is translated by Eugene Peterson in the Message. Jesus says, "Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace." In the middle of the day, we return to you, Jesus, our center. In you we live and move and have our being. Like parched souls searching for a spring, we thirst for you and your ways. With joy we draw water from the wells of your salvation. Just take some moments of silence now to just rest, breathe, and be present. Here's a confession called The Life of the Beloved. After I speak each line, I'll leave some silence so that you can either say it aloud yourself or just savor the words in your heart to make it your own. I believe that I am God's beloved child. I am learning to let God's love fill my heart, to let it shape my life. So I may be just who God has made me to be, nothing more and nothing less. That I may abide in love and share God's love with all that I am. Amen. In honor of Earth Day, here's an excerpt from my book, PlayFull, on the wonder of God's good creation. Christians often point to the design of nature as evidence of God. But I invite us to consider this. It is the wildness of creation that points to God, just as much as the design of it. The strings of the cosmos vibrate, and the vibrations form colors and shapes beyond counting and imagining. To live playfully, all you really need to do is to let the song of creation wash over your heart and mind. From the tiny kernel of wheat to the largest freshwater lakes, from the darkest blackbird to the brightest dove, from coarse minerals to fine sand, from the velvet leaves of the violet to the strength of the mighty redwood. All created things are made by the strings of God's symphony, whose order is improvisation, variations on the theme of love without end. Here's a prayer for our work on Earth Day, especially mindful of our common human work, our common calling and commission from God to steward well the resources of the earth. And that's part of the work that God has entrusted to us. And so here's a prayer for that good work and any work that we are about. We commit to you the work that is done and the work that is yet undone. May your beauty rest upon us, Lady Wisdom. We trust you will complete the incomplete. We believe you will finish what you started. May we meet you on the road with us, Brother Jesus. As we labor, be our resting place. Please make our work restful and our rest fruitful. May we remain present to your presence, Great Spirit. And now we close with this blessing of Teresa de Avila. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things are passing. God never changes. Patient endurance attains to all things. Whom God possesses, in nothing is wanting. Alone, God suffices. Amen. Well, thank you for joining me in midday prayers with PlayWell Communities. I hope you are able to celebrate the earth and all of her gifts today in some special way. Above all, be loved, because you are beloved.